You ever notice how much time we waste trying to explain ourselves? To our parents, to our friends, to strangers online. We try to justify our dreams, our failures, our silence, our ambition, just so others don't misunderstand us. But here's the thing, they will misunderstand you anyway. No matter how much you explain, some people will twist your words. Some will smile to your face and laugh behind your back. And some, the worst kind, will pretend to support you while secretly hoping you fail. That's the world. And if you spend your time trying to get everyone to see your heart, you'll miss the chance to build something with it. You don't owe the world an explanation for why you're quiet. Why you stopped going out. Why you work late. Why you don't share your every move. You don't owe your friends an essay on why you want to change careers. You don't have to tell your relatives why your plans are different. And you definitely don't owe social media a step-by-step documentary of your hustle. Because real success? It doesn't scream. It doesn't beg for validation. It moves in silence, and lets results do the talking. There's a reason why some of the most powerful people in the world aren't posting every day. They're working. They're building. They're sacrificing. While others post screenshots of temporary wins, they're investing in permanent growth. While others debate whether your dream is realistic, they're becoming proof that impossible things can be done quietly. You see, silence is underrated. But it's powerful. Because silence creates focus, and focus creates results. Think about how many times you tried to explain your journey to someone who wasn't even listening. You poured your heart out, only to hear, "That's too risky," or "Why don't you just get a normal job?" Or the classic, "What if it doesn't work out?" That what if is their fear, not yours. That doubt is their limitation, not yours. So why carry it? Why defend yourself against someone else's insecurity? You weren't born to fit inside their version of safe. You were born to break your own limits. Here's what most people won't admit: explanations are often a trap. The more you explain, the more permission you seek. The more they feel entitled to give you advice you never asked for. And slowly, your path becomes theirs. Your voice becomes quieter. Their noise becomes louder. And without even realizing it, you start shrinking your dream to make them comfortable. That's why the real ones, the focused ones, go silent. Not because they're weak, but because they're locked in. Let them think you're lost. Let them whisper that you've changed. Let them guess what you're up to. Because when you show them results, they'll understand without you saying a word. When you walk across that stage, when you open that business, when your work starts to speak louder than their words, that's your answer. That's the only response they ever deserved. Not arguments. Not long messages. Just success. Just facts. Just undeniable progress. Take Michael Jordan. He didn't argue when he was cut from his high school basketball team. He didn't go around explaining how great he could be. He went into the gym and let his performance speak. Years later, he became a global icon. Not because he talked about being the best, but because he proved it. Same with Oprah. Same with Elon Musk. Same with anyone who built something from scratch. They all had moments where no one believed in them. But they didn't explain, they executed. You want to know how to really confuse people? Don't explain. Just evolve. Let them see you disappear and come back unrecognizable. Let them watch you go quiet and then explode with wins. Let your transformation be so powerful that the same people who doubted you have to ask, "How did you do it?" And when they ask, you won't need to say much. Just smile. Because you already said everything you needed to, through action. Now listen carefully. You don't need to be loud to be great. You don't need to convince others to be worthy. And you don't need to justify your grind to people who don't understand what hunger feels like. Your journey is yours. It's not a group project. It's not a popularity contest. It's not a voting system where others get to decide if your dreams make sense. It's your story, and you get to write it how you want. Even if no one claps at first. Even if it's lonely. Even if you feel invisible while you're building. Because one day, your name will carry weight. One day, your brand will speak for itself. Your reputation will walk into rooms before you do. And the same people who ignored you will be the ones watching your content, buying your product, reposting your quotes, asking for your help. And that's not arrogance, that's alignment. You're not better than them, you just chose silence over noise. Discipline over attention. Work over words. So stop explaining yourself. You've done enough talking. It's time to move. To grind. To focus. To let your results do the speaking. Because when you walk into a room with nothing to prove, that's power. When you achieve what they said was impossible, without ever defending yourself, that's respect. When you rise without making noise, they'll hear you louder than ever before. Let them doubt. Let them talk. Let them watch. You stay silent. You stay dangerous. You stay building. Because one day, and that day is coming, your silence will echo louder than their noise. And the only thing you'll need to say is, I told you so. Without saying a word.